Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley, and if you're new here, we like to talk about stuff regarding the law of attraction, spirituality, self-development, and overall just creating a high vibrational state of living. And if you find this information helpful, just let me know in the comments below so I can continue making content that you guys enjoy and also appreciate. Today, I want to spend some time talking about a technique or just a piece of solid information that I found has really helped me better understand the law of attraction and has helped me kind of unleash a blockage that I thought I had regarding manifestation. A lot of people that I speak to or that I hear about when they first learn about the law of attraction, a lot of people seem to think that manifesting is a very difficult process and that certain things require more energy, but it all just really has to do with you and your belief system and releasing the blockages that you may have. And I think that's why there are so many different manifestation techniques, because people respond to different techniques in different ways than you would. Some people prefer scripting, some people prefer doing manifestation boards or vision boards. Some people prefer affirmations. It just really depends on the type of person you are and what you respond to better. And there's no right or wrong answer. But when I came across this piece of information, it really did help me better understand what manifestation was and how it actually is a lot easier than most of us are making it out to be. So before we get into that, I just want to go into a little bit of a definition here. Manifestation, by definition, is not the same thing as creation. Manifesting is simply revealing something that already exists, whereas creation, we all know, is bringing something new into existence, bringing something new to life. Now, the two concepts are very different, and for us personally, our job here on earth is to manifest, not to create. And I'll go into more detail here. So I'm sure you guys have been seeing a lot of movies lately, especially the superhero movies that revolve around multiple universes. And without going into some crazy theories here, the universe is built in a similar way to these films, where there are multiple universes and parallel universes where all scenarios exist. It really is just about stepping into the desired universe or parallel universe that you want to live in. So let's break it down here a little bit more. Like I was saying earlier, there are many, many universes out there. There are an infinite amount of parallel universes. And in all of these universes, there is a different version of you. There's every version that you could possibly think of, and there's versions of you that you don't even know exist yet. So, for example, there's a universe out there where you are 5 pounds heavier than you are right now. There's a universe out there where you are a firefighter. There's a universe out there where you're married and you have a loving husband or a loving wife, loving partner, and you have 16 children together. There's a universe out there where you are a accomplished and published author or a university professor. Anything that you could think of, there is a universe out there that holds that reality. Now, what we want to do as humans when it comes to manifesting is simply select the universe that we want to embody, select the universe that we want to experience. And we do this by elevating our vibrational frequency to match that vibrational state. And if you have a hard time elevating your mood, I'll link some videos here for you guys where I give you guys some tips that have helped me elevate my mood and have helped me receive things a lot easier. Definitely check those out. They are some very helpful tips. So, like I was saying before, selecting the universe that you want to live in, selecting the manifestation that you want to experience doesn't have to be that hard. But it has become this way. It has become difficult because we've been secretly conditioned by society to believe that the only things that are real are those that are physical, things that we could see, hear, taste, touch, feel, whatever. But it's conditioned us in a way where we've kind of neglected our imagination. We've neglected the possibilities outside of the physical. So I came across this information from an author called Neville Goddard, and then I did some additional research on YouTube, just different people talking about this theory. And without going into too much religion and creating some animosity here or just separating the audience, because I know everyone has different beliefs. But if you're on this channel, I'm sure you have a very open mind and are going to be receptive to this information. So when the universe was created, God created the universe, right? God created the world. God created everything that was in the world. And in the Bible, it tells us it took him 7 days, and on the seventh day, he rested. So I know it sounds unbelievable, but when God created all of these things, or when this higher power created the universe and all of these things, they also left a piece of themselves within us. That's why you constantly hear all of these different religions or theories saying that you have the power of God within you, that God is with you all the time. And it is true, even from an energy perspective, we are the gods of our realities, which is why we have the power to manifest whatever we want. Now, to separate even further the idea of creation versus manifestation, God or the universe or whatever you want to call it was the one that was in charge of creating all of the possibilities. And when they created the universe, when they created Earth, when they created our world and existence, they also created every possible outcome, every problem, every solution, every combination that you can think of. That's why creating things is not our responsibility. All of these things already exist. They're just in different parallel universes or realities. Our job is to simply manifest the one that we want to experience. So let me give you an example just to start making things make a little bit more sense. Now, I'm sitting in front of a window right now, and the window has curtains. They're just up right now. So let's say I live my entire life with this curtain over the window. Does that mean that there is nothing outside the window that isn't a reality? Does that mean there's nothing existing beyond the window because I have this curtain covering it and I can't see anything? The answer is obviously no. And what I get to experience, what I get to see, depends on me making the decision to either lift the curtain, to remove the curtain, to install blinds, whatever solution there is there. It really depends on me and whether or not I want to see what lies beyond this curtain. When I started to realize that it's simply just selecting from what already exists, it kind of set a switch off in my head that made me realize that this is a lot easier than I have ever believed it was. And it's simply about stepping into that consciousness or that reality. And I think this is a good connection of why people say you have to fake it till you make it. And a lot of people start to act like the person that they want to become, because eventually it sets into your mind and it's a way of stepping into that version of yourself. You just have to have a very good imagination. You have to be good at seeing these things in your head. I think it was Einstein that said logic will get you from A to B, but your imagination will take you everywhere. And that in itself is the core of what it means to manifest and what it is to believe in the law of attraction. If you can think it, if you can visualize it, it's going to be yours. Let's go into another example here just to make it a little bit easier for you guys to understand. And for the sake of this example, it's going to be a very simplified version of reality. It doesn't mean that these are the only options here. It's just an example. Let's think of the universe as a restaurant, okay? So you go to your restaurant, you sit down, the waiter brings you your menu, and you see what your options are. Now, let's take money for an example. I know a lot of people have quite a lot of blockages when it comes to money. A lot of people have trouble when it comes to manifesting this. So I think this will probably relate or resonate with a lot of you guys. Now, when you're looking at this menu, you see that there are several options about what you want to experience. Do you want to experience being a millionaire, a multimillionaire, a billionaire, or do you want to experience living paycheck to paycheck? Now, a lot of people will not select what you will select. There's people that have different preconceived notions about what it means to live in each of these options. So let's say here we select the option to be just a multimillionaire. We want to be in the middle. We don't want to have too little. We don't want to have too much. We're happy being in the middle. Okay, fine. So the waiter comes over, he takes your order, he takes the menu, and he says that your food will be out as soon as it's ready. So think of this as manifesting as well. You visualize what you want, you think about what you want, you put your order in with the universe. When you're at a restaurant and you put in your order, you just have a simplified knowing that your food is going to come to the table sooner or later. And it's usually sooner than later anyways. So the same thing applies when you're manifesting. You're not running around asking the waiter where your food is every 5 minutes. You don't flag him down every 5 minutes wondering how much longer is this going to take, because you already know, you already have this understanding that the food has been punched in by the waiter. The kitchen has received the food ticket. The kitchen is working on your food. And as soon as it's ready, you just know that the waiter is going to bring out your food. And essentially, this is the same way we should be thinking about the universe. And when it comes to manifesting, we should have this trust in the universe that they're going to bring us our manifestation as soon as it's ready. And the more we hound the universe, the more we ask who, what, when, where, why, the more we start to worry about why it's not here. That creates this blockage and this tension that is not necessary, and it makes it harder for the universe to bring you your food or your manifestation. I really encourage you guys to do some research on this theory. If I haven't said it already, it's called creation is complete or creation is finished. And you can see that a lot of people throughout history have come across this idea or this conclusion that we can literally have whatever we want. It's in the movie The Secret, Ask, Believe, and Receive. Jesus even said it to us, and I'll give you a quote here from the Bible. Jesus said, "Did I not say to you that if you would believe, you would see the glory of God?" And then Neville Goddard also said, "Creation is finished. I am the beginning and the end. There is nothing to come that has not been and is." And then you also have Plato, who told us, reality is created by the mind. We change our reality by changing our mind. So next time you're in a difficult situation or you're having just a negative day where you have all of these thoughts in your mind, I want you to simply think that you are actually the God of your reality. You are the creator of your reality, which means that you really do have the power to experience the life that you want to have. You simply need to be clear in what it is that you want to manifest. You need to be solid in your belief system that you know that the universe has your best interest at heart. And you need to just be patient and distract yourself and go do something that brings you happiness, that brings you joy while you wait for your manifestation to arrive. And one thing that I also came to realize with this theory is that it also helps with the idea of competition. A lot of us live our life in some sort of competition, whether that is to compete at work, we're all competing for that corner office suite, or if you are an athlete and you're competing with other athletes in some sort of race or activity, or even if you're competing as a business owner and you have surrounding competitors in your area, right? This theory that creation is completely eliminates the thought of competition. So let me go into a little bit more detail as to how competition is eliminated with this theory. So like I said earlier, you are the god of your reality. You're in charge of creating your own reality, right? So if that's the case for you, then that is also the case for everyone else. And all you need to worry about is your own reality, your own desires, the way you want to see your life work. And if there are multiple realities, if there are parallel realities that coexist with us, then each person that you are technically competing against is living in their own reality as well. But because you're not them, you're not living their day-to-day life, you don't have to worry about what they're experiencing. You don't have to worry about their reality. They're in charge of their own reality. That's their responsibility. You have to focus on your own. So let's say you're in this competition and you have the option of coming in first, second, third, fourth, fifth, right? Why would you ever choose to come in second or third or fourth? Why would you make someone else the star of your reality? Your job here is to focus on just visualizing yourself coming into first place. Your job is to make that decision and to fully believe in that decision that you deserve to come in first, that you can come in first, and to accept and understand that these people will come in first in their own reality. You don't have to worry about making them come in first in your own reality. Why would you give that power away? You know, they're in their realities, there is a scenario where you come in second because they come in first, you know, or even in your own personal reality, there's a scenario where you come in first, this guy comes in second, that person comes in third, that person comes in fourth, and the last one comes in fifth. But there's also realities in your own reality where you can still come in first, but the other people will come in different combinations. So you don't really have to worry about what other people are doing, how other people might be, you know, working or training to beat you to come into first place. That doesn't exist in your reality as far as you're concerned. Why would you not want to come in first place if you know that, one, you have the power to make that happen, and two, these people will come in first place in their own realities, where you will come in second, third, fourth in their own world. But you're living your life, right? You're living your own world. Don't give away that power to somebody else. And you can apply this scenario to any situation that you're going through where you're worried about winning or losing against somebody else, you know? So think about it that way. When I started thinking about it in this way, it really opened my mind to the possibilities of what I can and can't do. And it really limited the amount of things that I once felt that were a lot harder or maybe were left up to chance. It's a lot easier to think that you are in full control of your reality and you don't necessarily have to worry about what other people are doing because they will experience what they are choosing to experience in their own worlds. You're living your life. That's why everyone says to just focus on you, do you, create the life of your dreams, and it'll become a lot easier as you get going. So I hope this was clear. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you guys have any questions, any comments, if you guys want me to do videos on different topics, leave them in the comments below. And if you enjoyed today's video or found it helpful in any way, please leave a comment below or even like or subscribe. It really helps me grow here on YouTube. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video.